Hello children, I welcome you back to the science class. In this video, we are going to learn lesson number 13, the universe. Okay, lesson number 13, the universe. Take a book and turn your books to page number 76. Turn your books to page number 76. Yes, just we are going to learn about the sun and the solar system and the stars, as we have already learned in the Zoom class on day before yesterday. We are going to learn and revise the lesson, the universe. Okay, yes, what are the things we have learned? What are heavenly bodies? First we learn about heavenly bodies, isn't it? Yes, the sun. What are heavenly bodies? The sun, the moon, and the stars. Okay, the sun, the moon, and all the stars in the sky are called as heavenly bodies. Okay, heavenly bodies, what are they? The sun, the moon, and all the stars in the sky. They are called as heavenly bodies, and they are the part of the universe also. They are the part of the universe also. The earth too belongs to the universe. The earth too belongs to the universe. Of all the things in the universe, the sun is the most important to us. It plays a vital role in all living things, in the life of all living things. Okay, yes. Okay, first we are going to learn about the sun. Yes, the sun is a huge ball of burning gases. Sun is a huge ball of burning gases. Okay, how do you feel? It will be very hot, isn't it? It is so hot and it is bright that its light and heat can travel millions of kilometers and reaches us. So what does the sun gives you? It gives you heat and light. Two things. What are they? Light and heat. Light and heat. So the sun gives you heat as well as light. Okay, how long it will travel? That is the heat of the sun. Yes, you remember in Zoom class I showed you in the picture, isn't it? Yes, it can travel millions of kilometers. It is far away from the earth and it reaches the earth. How does it travel? It travels millions of kilometers and reaches the earth. Okay, yes, if one could fly to the sun, it would take more than 4 years to reach the sun by a fastest aeroplane. Does it you say that if you want to go to the sun, how long it will take? It will take 4 years. That too, if you go in a fastest aeroplane. If you go in a fastest aeroplane, it will take, how long it will take? It will take 4 years to reach the sun. Okay, it is so far from the earth. Okay, this shows that it is millions of kilometers far away from the earth. And without the sun, just imagine, without the sun, how would be the earth? It will be very dark, isn't it? Yes, if there is no light, then daytime will not be there. Only dark time, only night will be there, isn't it? It will be dark all over the world. And there would be no living being on it. Okay, yes, isn't it? Yes, if there is no sun, the plants cannot prepare its food, and there will not be living things on the earth. Okay, yes, without the sun, the earth would be dark and cold. Earth would be very dark and cold, and there would be no living being on it also without the sun. The sun does many things. What are the things which the sun does to make the earth a good place to live in it? Yes, we're going to see one by one what are the things the sun does to make the earth a good place for the living things to live. First one, what does it do? It melts the snow and changes water to water vapor. Okay, from the heat of the sun, from the sun gives you heat and light, isn't it? So from the heat, the heat melt the snow, and when the snow is being melted, what happens? It changes into water. The form is being changed, and then heat is, and again the sun changed the water to water vapor. So water vapor forms clouds, and clouds brings us rain. Okay, with the help of the sun only the rain comes. Okay, I just show you in this water cycle, isn't it? Yes, the condensation takes place. First the sea water, the river water is being evaporated, and then the condensation took place in the clouds, and then it comes as a form of a rain, isn't it? Yes, all these things are done by sun. And sunlight also helps the plants to make their food. Yes, without sunlight, the plants cannot prepare its own food. By the process, what is the process? The process of photosynthesis being done, isn't it? Yes. What are the things which are need for the plants? Need sunlight to make food, to prepare its food. Plants will prepare its own food with the help of the sunlight, isn't it? Yes, and we and all other animals get food from plants. We eat the things, that is the tomato, onion, with all vegetables and fruits. All where will we get? We'll get from the plants and trees, isn't it? Yes. So plants prepare its own food, and we and all other animals also eat the same plants, and even the flesh eating animals depend on plants. How does it depend on? Flesh eating animals means lion, tiger, they are called as the flesh eating animals. They also depend on plants. How they depend on plants? They eat animals that eat plants. For example, the lion hunt the goat and eat the goat. What will the goat eat? Goat will eat the plants and the grass, isn't it? So without the sun, there will be no food. Without the sun, there would be no food on the earth. Okay, sun plays a vital role in the universe. Okay, what are the things which gives you? It gives you heat and light, and it helps the plants to prepare its food, and it helps in the giving of rain, that is the evaporation, condensation, everything took place, and it melts the snow and changes the water to water vapor. All these things are done by sun. Okay, yes. Next, solar system. Next we are going to learn about the solar system. What are solar system? The solar system consists of the 8 planets. How many planets we have learned? Yes, 8 planets, isn't it? You'll remember what are the planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Yes. What is a planet? The heavenly body that moves around the sun. Okay, the heavenly body that moves around the sun is called a planet, and Earth is also a planet, isn't it? Yes. And there are how many planets? We told you 8 planets in all total, and some planets are smaller than the Earth, and some are much bigger than the Earth, and some move around the sun much faster than the Earth, and some take much longer. So all the planets shine in the light of the sun. This is the very important thing you had to remember. What is a planet? The heavenly body that moves around the sun is called a planet, and Earth is also a planet. Okay, how many planets are total in number? There are 8 planets in all. And planets do not have light on its own. Okay, they shine in the light of the sun. All the 8 planets do not have the light on their own. They shine in the light of the sun, and they do not have their own light. Okay, the sun and its planets make up the solar system. What is the solar system? The sun and its planet. And how many planets? 8 planets, isn't it? Yes, the sun and the planets make the solar system. Solar system, what is the solar system? The sun and the 8 planets. So 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Earth also comes under the planet. So the solar system is nothing but the sun and its planets. Okay, yes, till now you are clear? Yes, next we move on to the stars. What are stars? Like the sun, the stars are the ball of burning gases. Sun, what is the sun? We have defined sun as a huge ball of burning gas, isn't it? Sun, it gives you light and it gives you heat. What about the star? Star is also like sun. The star is also a burning gas. Okay, and the sun too is a star. Sun is also a star, and it seems bigger and brighter because it is closer to us. Star, when you see from Earth, the star is very small, isn't it? When you compare star and sun, which is bigger? Sun is bigger. Why? Because sun is bigger and brighter, because it is very close to us. It is very close to the earth. That's why the sun is viewed as very big, but stars are viewed as very small because it is far away from the earth. The stars are very far away from the earth. That's why it looks very smaller, and the sun is very close to the earth. Okay, many of the other stars are actually much bigger than the sun, but it is very far away from the earth. That's why it looks very small. Other stars, sun looks very big. Sun is very nearer to the earth. And some stars seems to form the shapes in the sky, and these shapes do not change. When you look at the sky, the stars forms the shapes, and the group of stars that seems to form a fixed shape is called as a constellation. What is a constellation? Stars that seems to form a shape. When you look at the sky, it will be formed into a shape like a bear, like a scorpion, and that is called as a constellation. A group of stars that forms a fixed shape is called a constellation. Okay, and there are different types of constellation are there. Example, popularly known constellation are the Scorpius, Orion, Great Bear. Or these are the constellations which are being famous in the stars. When you look at the sky, you will be able to look at this. These are the popular constellation in the sky. Okay, yes, I hope you understood, children. I just revise it. Already done in the Zoom class. I want to revise it. Okay, yes, the universe. What is the universe? What are the heavenly bodies? The sun, moon, and the stars are called as the heavenly bodies. And the sun, when we learn about sun, what is without sun, there will be no life in the earth, isn't it? Yes, without sun, how would be the earth would be? It will be very dark and cold, isn't it? There will be no living things on it, and it will be it will not be a place to live if the sun is not there. Okay, and what are the things which sun does for you? It melts the snow, and it changes the water to water vapor, and it also sun also helps to help the plants to prepare its own food. And sunlight, with the help of the sunlight, the plant prepare its food, and animals eat that plant, and even the flesh-eating animals depend on plant. How? Flesh-eating animals, that is the, for example, goat or a deer, that eat the plants, and in it the lion and the tiger hunts the deer and the goat, and then it eats. So automatically, without indirectly, the plants, they eat the plants from they eat the animals that eat the plants. So without the sun, there would be no food in it, food in the earth. Okay, yes. And what is a planet? The heavenly body that moves around the sun is called as the planet. And earth is also a planet. And how many planets are there? There are 8 planets in it, and some are very far, some are very small, and some are very bigger than the earth also. Okay, yes. And all the planets shine in the light of the sun. This is very important point. All the planets does not have its own light. Okay, they borrow the light from the sun. Okay, they do not have their own light. The sun gives the light for the other planets. Okay, all the planets shine in the light of the sun, and they do not have their own light, and the sun and its planet make up the solar system. Okay, yes. And next we learn about the stars, isn't it? Stars are also nothing but the balls of burning gases. Stars are also the burning gases, and the sun too is a star. And the sun, the sun its sun is bigger and brighter. Why? Because the sun is very close to the earth. Okay, the sun is very close to the earth, and the sun is the star closest to us. Okay, that's why it looks very big. The stars are very far away from the earth. That's why it is very tiny, very small. Okay. Yes, and many of the other stars are actually bigger, much bigger than the earth, than the much bigger than the sun. Okay. And what is this constellation? A constellation, a group of stars that forms a fixed shape, is called as a constellation. Okay. Yes. In next video we will be learning about the moon and the phases of the moon in the next class. And for your homework, children, learn all the planets name and learn the stars name also. Okay, stars name, learn the planets and the stars name, and that's for your homework. We'll meet you in the next class. That's it today. Thank you, children.